Hey Danville, it's Rodney back for another tour through town and a trip through time. Because this time we're starting out at the Hendricks County Historical Museum. Then I'll introduce you to two of the community groups that make the 4th a fest. Hey Danville, stay with us. Digital Rain LLC. We are not done working for you once your production has wrapped. Digital Rain LLC will provide assistance in getting your new video message out there on your website, partners' websites, and even your smartphone. Find out why Digital Rain LLC is where creativity reigns. The Danville Chamber of Commerce. Whether you're a family looking for a new place to call home or a business owner seeking to expand your business, the Danville Chamber of Commerce is here to help. Visit the Danville Chamber website and find out why Danville is a great place to spend an hour or a lifetime. And by the Danville Downtown Partnership, because downtown Danville is more than the center of town. It's the heart of Hendricks County. Whether it is historic preservation or high-tech advancements, the Downtown Danville Partnership is here to maintain small-town charm while providing modern conveniences.
My name is Phyllis Parsons, and I am a volunteer here at the museum, and I also am on the board right now.
Gail Tharp, a volunteer here, as all the people here at the museum are, and I'm currently the president of the museum board.
When they first decided to open the museum back up, I thought they're going to need people to do that, And at that time, I could see that, I'm in genealogy, so anything historic interests me.
When they first started using the facility, they used only the sheriff's residence, which is where we are now, and the jail, and eventually left the annex part and gave the museum the entire building.
Well, as you can see, everything has to be dusted, swept, cobwebs knocked down, all the bathrooms have to be cleaned, the typical things that you would do in a house. Then there's also the computer work. We have anything that comes into a museum is called an accession. I didn't know that word until I started volunteering for the museum. And so everything has an accession number to it. We are in the process of putting all of the items into a computer.
One of the things is something that one of the volunteers and I were doing today, and that's just putting the accessions into the computer. Currently we have all of the names in the computer, and now we're going back and we're actually putting the accessions into the computer, and then a major project will be going through this museum and finding out where they're located. Now that's going to be just a real fun job, and then putting those in the computer. And my guess is it's going to take several years to get that done. Different ones of us came in here with different interests. For instance, my interest happens to do with the collection. I like to know what's in the boxes that are in the back room, that type of thing, the paperwork. Sally Lawson, one of our volunteers, is particularly interested in tours, and she's our tour guide.
I'll say I love this room, but then I love them all. When we decided to redo this room, new wallpaper, new paint and everything, we took everything out. So it was our chance to reorganize this room. So one of the things I got to help with was to set up everything you see here.
We take them through what the activity was or what life was like when the building was built in 1866, and we talk about the different sheriffs and their families who lived here. And then we take them through the rooms. There's the Central Normal Room, which is dedicated to when the college was here. We go through our changing exhibit rooms. The highlight of the tour to the children are actually going through the jail as it existed and still looks like it was when it was closed in 1974. And then the various rooms, and we have different period rooms in the building. Because it was used for so many years by different sheriffs and their families, then we've adapted it to the different lifestyles and different periods of the county and of the families who lived here.
If you come to the museum, I think you can see a lot of different family histories. I walk into that 1950s kitchen and I see my mother. I walk into this 1910 kitchen and I see my grandmother. When you walk through this museum, you can see that. And I think that's very important for children to know, to be able to actually see how we lived in the past and to know what we've come to today. I don't think you appreciate today without the past.
I think the thing that I really would like people to know is I'd like more people to know about the museum. It really surprises those of us who are working here, of people, number one, who do not know it exists, do not realize that it's part of the county history. It's just not Danville history, it's county history. We'd like to get the word out more. We'd like to get it out to more of the schools, to have tours, bring tours through here. We'd be delighted to have them come through. Probably our biggest thing is just letting people know about the Hendricks County Museum and its rich history. And Saturdays 11 to 3. And if you have a tour, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, ladies groups, church groups, so, just call our tour director and she'll set up a time and be glad to take people through on tours.
Digital Rain LLC. We are not done working for you once your production has wrapped. Digital Rain LLC will provide assistance in getting your new video message out there on your website, partners' websites, and even your smartphone. Find out why Digital Rain LLC is where creativity reigns. The Danville Chamber of Commerce. Whether you're a family looking for a new place to call home or a business owner seeking to expand your business, the Danville Chamber of Commerce is here to help. Visit the Danville Chamber website and find out why Danville is a great place to spend an hour or a lifetime. And by the Danville Downtown Partnership. Because downtown Danville is more than the center of town. It's the heart of Hendricks County. Whether it is historic preservation or high-tech advancements, the Downtown Danville Partnership is here to maintain small-town charm while providing modern conveniences.
Our Family Fourth Fest that we have on the 4th of July is a collaboration between the town of Danville and the Danville Chamber of Commerce. In addition to that, we employ the Danville Student Council to come out and operate the children's games, and they do it as a community service event for their organization.
I am Trevor Holland, and I am student body president at Danville Community High School. At the Fourth Fest, in years past, we have helped sell glow sticks, run booths with games. We help pass out little prizes to all the kids. 2 years ago, we did a dunk booth that had local police officers, football coaches, things like that in there, and that raised a lot of money. The reason it's important for student council to be involved in an event like this is because one of our goals is to be involved with the community. So it puts our name out there to the community, helps them know that we do events like this, and it's really important to us to be involved. At student council, we are involved with a lot of the homecoming activities. We host community events throughout the year, including Senior Citizen Center, Safe Trick or Treat, just anything with the school spirit, that's us. So even if you're an adult in the community and you're not a student, there are still many ways that you can help Danville Student Council, including when we host like the canned food drives. You can encourage your kids to bring in canned goods. You can encourage all students in the high school to come to the events that we host. If you would like to learn more about our Danville Community High School Student Council, you can follow us on Twitter at DCHS_Stuco, STUCO, or you can visit Danville Community School Corporation's website at www.danville.k12.in.us.
And last year we also brought shared blessings in the food pantry, and attendees were encouraged to bring in canned goods or make monetary donations.
My name is Mindy Duckett. I'm the coordinator of Shared Blessings Food Pantry. Shared Blessings is a community food pantry located in Danville. I was asked to be a speaker at the Rotary Club, and while I was there, it was as they were beginning to gear up for the 4th Festival, and Marcia decided at the meeting that it might be a good idea that they go ahead and do a food drive that would benefit Shared Blessings Food Pantry. So they asked if that would be all right, and I said of course, and we've done that for the last 2 years now.
And so we felt it was our way of giving back to them as well. Summer is a time for them that there's a great need, and we wanted to try to fill it by bringing people not only awareness but to help fill the pantry at that time of year.
As with anything, it takes a while for people to remember that this is something that is a benefit of the 4th Fest. And so we've gotten a little bit of donations. A lot of times people will come and say, oh, I forgot. But a big part that I think is an advantage of being a part of it is not necessarily the amount of food we take home that day, but the fact that we're getting the name out. When people know that, a lot of people still after 6 years don't know that there's a food pantry located in Danville. And so if they know someone or they themselves need help, now they know that there's a food pantry here. And for people who want to donate, they also know that there's a food pantry here, and we take donations all year. It doesn't have to just be on the 4th. About 7 years ago, God placed on my heart that we needed to start a food pantry. Danville had been without a food pantry for about 3 years. When the food pantry up on the square closed, no one was able to open a food pantry. So about 15 people, most of who were members here at the Methodist Church, decided to get together. We took one evening, we planned it, we decided to just go ahead with it and just trust that God was going to provide for our shelves, our spacing, things like that. We actually started upstairs in a little bitty room where we served just a couple of people a week, and now it's grown into, we serve about 60 families a week. And one of the first things we did obviously was go out to government agencies who serve people who are in need and let them know that we were getting started. And the very next step we did was we invited all of the churches in the community to join with us to support this so that we could all join efforts together. We are open on Tuesday nights from 6 until 7:30 and on Saturdays from 10 until noon. Always during those hours, donations can be dropped off. We can accept them at any time. If those hours don't work with people or they have a larger donation that they want to drop off, they can call the church at 745-4330, and they can always make an appointment to drop things off.
Hey Danville, we hope you think this episode was a blast. And remember, if you have an idea for the show, if you would like to sponsor the show, or if you'd like to play the show on your website, give us an electronic shout out at the information on the screen. Hey Danville, we'll see you next time.